There's Jenny. There's Robin. There's Mike.
Not so
And Andy.
De la place, vous voyez, c'est ça.
Tu composes des affaires là-dedans?
Ok. Ouais, ça. On va pas?
Les dessins, pour les bonhommes, les autres.
You can see the symbol of the Disney-MGM studios. It's our award-winning Earful Tower. It stands 13 stories tall and is capped off by a set of mouse ears weighing 16 tons. Now, in case you trivia people are wondering, that's a hat size of 342 and 3/8. We're now turning into one of our prop storage ears, where we can store large props. Now, this classic black car on blue green spokes is the unit that built The Untouchable, starring Sean Connery and Kevin Costner. This foreign futuristic-looking police car was used in The Blade Runner, and the red car in the middle of the pack was from Hardcastle and McCormick. Over on your left are the bungalows. Now, these bungalows are housing the current productions at Walt Disney World. In bungalow number 1, we have and this large green stem laying on the ground over here is a flower stem from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Next, we're going to visit one of our more glamorous departments, creative costuming. Here, more than 180 and the human co-stars of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, all these designs begin with sketches which are drawn on the back wall. Then the tailors and seamstresses take over. But they can use up to 175,000 yards of fabric each year. And here in Florida, that gives us one of the world's largest working wardrobes, with more than 2.5 million garments. Coming up next is our lighting department, which houses up to 3.5 million watts of light used on or off the lot. Now, I'm told that this can light up the whole city of Orlando. Next is our makeup deck. A standing set can be as simple as a bedroom or elaborate as an entire house. Commercial. We took pine trees, colored lights, 30 tons of shaven ice, laid it down and had a winter commercial filmed here in the middle of July under summer skies. And our only resident on a residential street is Herbie the Love Bug. And he's parked himself in front of a Midwestern-style house using the Touchstone Pictures Ernest Saves Christmas, starring Jim Varney. Are needed on a later production. And you guys may recognize some of this stuff, like the helicopter cockpit that was used in Blue Thunder with Roy Schneider. And the Dumbo circus wagon that is used in the Disney Channel. These orange, black, red, and yellow train cams are used in Tough Guys. And for you Star Wars fans, here's the snowspeeder piloted by Mark Hamill in Empire Strikes Back. And next to it is the sand skip that helped Harrison Ford and Billy D. Williams escape the sand pit monster in Return of the Jedi. And this funny silver looking pot is from Flight of the Navigator. And this keel boat here is from The Treasures of Montecumbe, starring Peter Ustinov. Now, to give you guys an idea of how long we keep some of these props out here, that was filmed in 1976. Yes, it was also filmed at our Disneyland, behind this contemporary resort. This trolley car here was used in the Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now this is actually a modified bus, because if we were to remove those covers over the wheels, you would see the real actual bus wheels. And here's our little yacht club. Now if you guys will take a close look across the canal, you guys can get a real backstage view of our residential street. Now, you guys can notice that there's not a whole lot of privacy in this street either. Notice how the shingles on the roof just stop beyond camera range. And that's because we don't build what we don't see. Now, what if this scene calls for an active oil field in a dry rock and barren desert canyon? Well, a few months ago, our production crew came out here and built one on our backlot. Now, normally, we wouldn't be allowed on the backstage tour on the backlot tour because of all the dangerous special effects. But lately they've toned them down some and made it safe for us. Now we will be stopping inside for just a moment, so please remain seated at all times. And if you have any small... That tanker truck up there is a real tanker truck, taking a drive. But it's like a small steel prop that we put in here just to access this area. Now we couldn't fly that over the ravine, so we had to hoist it up and over the canyon wall and lower it into place with a crane. And we'll be stopping here for just a moment to get some good... You need to please remain seated. Thank you. Now, I was telling you earlier how we can control the weather, even on the backlot. Here, we can have the scene call for real downpour. So, because time is and money is time in movie making, we had to help it along. We couldn't wait for Mother Nature. So when their movie cameras are ready to roll, the rain has to be ready to fall. Now this rain is actually high-powered spouts, which are located above out-of-camera rain. These not spouts sprinkle the water and throw it just a little bit out of the camera rain. It makes it look like actual rain falling. Scene one, take two.
You never know how hot the day will get or how long your shift will be. It was one of those long, hot days when Officer Maloney was on his way back to the 8th Street station house at the end of his shift. He was thinking about joining his buddies after work for a nice, tall, cold one. But like I said, there are always surprises when you walk the beat. It was like Fingers Van Cleef pulling a jewelry heist. Bad luck stuck to him like gum on your shoe. Lightfingers was too busy picking up the goods to notice Officer Maloney getting a drop on him. Maloney shouted, "Freeze, mister!" Lightfingers stood straight up and knocked Maloney off balance. He took off running. Maloney fired warning shots and shouted, "Drop it!" But Lightfingers wasn't going to give up easy. He pulled the bolt on his Thompson submachine gun. Pointing it at an innocent passerby, he shouted, "One move, cop, and the day gets it." Maloney pleaded, "No, don't do it." Lightfingers answered, "You asked for it." And he pulled the trigger. Lightfingers luck just bad. Officer Maloney save the jewels, but he couldn't save Lightfingers from his own bad luck.
Tune in again next time for another exciting adventure of Tracy's Crime Stoppers.
And that goes to show you that anything can happen on our backlot.
On the line at
it doesn't make sense. That's the next one.
Por acá.
Cut, that was great. Now we're going to take the scene we just did and edit it with footage of our miniature tugboat that was shot in a tank very similar to this using the same wind and rain effects. So if you look up at your red monitors, you'll be able to see how miniatures, mechanical effects, and a brave skipper can create a classic high seas adventure.
Sugar and water. Now how about this red oil can? Would you stand on it? I wouldn't. It's only made out of cardboard. Hi everybody, my name is Chris and this is it, the Special Effects Workshop. This is where the wizards of art and technology create illusions that come to life on the screen. Now it all begins with a storyboard, and then miniature sculptures like these are made to create full-size mechanical props. Now some props work like puppets with off-camera operators using cables to move them. In other cases, some miniatures may be brought to life through a process called stop-motion animation. Here the figure is photographed individually, frame by frame, and then an animator will move in and correct the figure slightly between each shot. Now when all these elements are projected back to normal speed, the movement seems very fluid and lifelike, as with the scorpion here in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Keep it up, guys! Keep it up! Oh, wait, cut. Can we set up one more take? Great. You know, guys, the action was good to our way. Mom, take a picture. Keep it up, guys! Keep it up!
Hi everyone, my name is Jeannie and I'll be your guide today for the Great Movie Ride. We're going to take you from this Hollywood soundstage right into the middle of the action of some of the greatest films ever made. From the Hollywood of the 1930s right up to the top films of
And chim, chimney, chim, chim, chimney, chim, chim, chimney.
Mug, we go to business to settle. Yeah. I'm telling you, the very last time George comes around, he's gonna leave you some beer, and you're gonna take it. And you're gonna kick him with. Come here.
Can't you see I'm trying to work here?
I said, come here, you.
Man, he's on scene. Your cars might take it out of here, so you wait it.
But I can't just leave.
Here they come, boss! Get out your grinders!
That's some mighty tough territory you're heading into, Pilgrim. I'd think about turning back if I was you. That is, if you want my opinion. But I reckon you ought to do what you think is best.
Well, now that I'm in the clear, I think this would be the perfect time to collect up all your valuables. So we can start the...
It's the bank robber. Come on.
He likes you. What kind of perfume you been wearing?
Will Harrison Ford escape with his discovery? And what will be your fate? Beware.
Which way do we go? Follow the yellow brick road? Now, why didn't I think of that?